Hey everyone, it's Nathus, and I'm here with a very special video. So you see this box that's taking up the entire screen right now, and I'm not even showing the entire box, but this is my Nexus Tracker from AnqueGaming's Kickstarter that I got a few weeks ago. Or actually, honestly, at this point, a few months ago. This box has been so big, and my desk has been so cluttered with SolForge decks that I've just not had a good opportunity to open this yet. But knowing that Fuse Fest is coming up this upcoming weekend, I really want to make sure that I bring my Nexus Trackers with me. So I'm going to do an unboxing for this. Now, as I got this on my desk, even with my camera set up very tall, this box is way too large for me to actually be able to get this open, like the box itself on the screen. So it's 28 inches by 10 inches by 10 inches. So it's like 2 feet long by almost a foot by a foot. So this is a very large box. I have a lot of goodies here. So I'm going to try to manipulate this off of my desk so then I can open it. And I'm going to open the box off screen, and I'm going to take everything that I have in this box and I'm going to be putting it on my desk. So sorry if my camera just got knocked a little bit. I've kind of put this on the floor in front of my desk and try to kind of best utilize the room around me. So let me re-straighten my camera. I've got my knife to get the tape off this box. So I'm opening it from the bottom. So stuff might come out in a weird order compared to how Conk packed it. But I'm really excited. So I got one of the larger tier backings where I got 2 full Nexus trackers, and then I got some playmats, some tokens, all this really cool stuff. So I'm very excited to get this open. So got the box open, padded very well. So the first thing I'm going to put out here is this really awesome Nexus box. So if we see here, it says Nexus. It's a great carrying case for the Nexus Tracker itself. I'm going to flip it over. So it's blank on the back. It's blank on the side, but then on the bottom, so you see AnqueGaming on the side here. And on the other side, it also says AnqueGaming. So this is a really nifty tool that Ankh came up with and put to Kickstarter, and I'm so excited to finally have mine. It's been really eating at me that I've really wanted to open this. So here is the beautiful Nexus Tracker. So anyone who watched any of the coverage that Shufflebus did at Worlds at Gen Con, Ankh brought some of these Nexus Trackers with him, and we were playing with that on the coverage. So let me get my tracker out of the box. And then we'll go over all the contents that I have in here. All right, so first of all, we have a really nifty foam insert that could hold all of your accessories. So we had a power cable, a power brick, and then the tracker that you see below here, and all of that fit very well into this box. So I'm going to get the box off my desk so we can talk a little bit more about the tracker, and then I'll put it back in. And again, my room is a little cramped, which is why I'm kind of trying to do this the best I can without taking up too much space. So first of all, we got a little manual. It says AnqueGaming on the back. It says Nexus Tracker User Manual on the front. So it goes through, it looks like all the directions on how to actually use this, which is really awesome, even though it's pretty intuitive on how to use it as well. So just first thought is that, so I played the version that was at Gen Con, and this final version is really slick. It's definitely a little bit lower, it feels like, to the playmat, which is nice. So if I were to be playing, what I would be doing is I'll be putting it back over here. I line up my lanes with the tracker itself. So I'll move this up a little bit to make sure it stays on the screen. And then I'm able to show, and we'll see this in a second, life totals, and then each creature's attack and defense. So let me see where the on-off button is. Or actually, we can look through the controller manual. The power switch is number 2, and it's on the side over here. So we got our power switch. I'm going to turn this on. And we've got our life total. 50 life. Let me make sure I get this in focus. All right, so we see our life. So what I can do is just very nice and easy press this, and it tracks my life total. Now, if I want to go and let's say I have a card. So let me just pull a random card and a random deck off the side. So let's say we're playing a game. Let me get that away. And I have a level 3 Cacklebones that I play. So it's a 517. So if I go here and I type up to 5, I could go up to 17. And then now my opponent could very easily see the power and toughness or the attack and defense of my creature. So if this were to take 3 damage in combat, I could go -3, and it very easily shows the exact stats of the creatures in this lane. So if I get a buff from a pump spell that gave it 3 attack, it would become an 8 power. So it's just very nice and easy. Your attack is with a red LED. Your defense is with a green LED. So it matches the style of what you see on the card itself. And then something that's really cool is if you have mobility, and let's see if I remember how to do this correctly. I'm pretty sure you click the center button, and then I could click this button here. So let's say I move over here, and I could just switch my attack and defense between the lanes. So it's really nifty if you're trying to do some mobility action, if you're trying to keep track of multiple creatures. So let's say I play out my Combat Devourer as well, which is a 13. So if you hold, you can actually go by 5s. So if you have your Krogius that's a 30 attack, you don't have to hit that 30 times. You can just hold this down to get to 30. But we're trying to get to 13 right here. And then the Devourer here is a 12. So 2 and then 5, 5. So we got a 13, 12. It's really nice and simple. I don't have to fumble with my dice. And then I'm able to very easily see what the attack is of all these creatures. So I can move this from here to here if I do some sort of mobility. And then also, if that creature dies, so let's say this Cacklebones is dead, I can hit that little button right there at the bottom, and it resets the stats of what was in this lane back to 0. So it's really nice and simple to be able to just reset your lanes. And then from here, you could really just keep track of your health in a nice visual manner. So if your dice won't get knocked, as long as you just make sure you click the button the right amount of times, and you just do your math correctly, it's just like you're using one of those like phone apps or anything else that will just be helpful for you to keep track of life. So I am super excited to get this, especially because we will be playing in person at FuseFest this upcoming weekend. So that'll be great, really exciting. There's again a lot of different information on here. So you can simultaneously hold lane 5 and the up and down on the player health, and you could reset all lanes and get back to 50 health. So let's see. So lane 5, this. Oh yeah. So let's get some stuff on the board. All right. So let's say we have a bunch of creatures. We have the attacks and defense, and I just want to reset everything. I can press this button and the up and down, and it just very quickly resets the game. So that's really nifty. I actually didn't know about that when we were playing at Gen Con. So I like this a lot. And it tells you what the different indicators mean. So this is really cool. And it tells you how to clean it. This is really professionally done. And I'm very excited to finally have my hands on this and finally open it. So in that box with one tracker, you get your power brick, you get your charging cable, you get your instruction manual, and you get your tracker itself. So I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to leave it up here for now. We're going to see what else we have in this box. So I'm moving away to the back of my room. That Nexus Tracker box that we just looked at. So now the next thing I have here is a second Nexus Tracker because I got the 2-pack, so you could play with an opponent. So I'm going to open this up and pull out the other tracker. And again, sorry that it's kind of a little off camera, but my room is a little cramped right now. And what I'm actually going to do is to kind of show a little bit of the experience of having 2 trackers at once. So let's turn these both on. I know I just turned the other one off. So let's say we're playing a game and I'm putting this in the middle of the mat just for the sake of displaying. So let's say I've got my creature over here. My opponent got the creature over here. So I could then see Cacklebones. And this one is a 517. It's hard to do it upside down. So I'm looking at the other side, and this one's a 13, 12. we got our power and toughness, very easy to see. So if I mobility, let's say we mobility here, even though I know obviously this doesn't have that same mobility stat. I can move this over, and then let's say we get to combat. This would be able to take 5, because you can very easily see there's a 5 here. So this will go down by 5. This wouldn't die. This will go down by 13. And that easy, you could resolve your combat, keep your stats, move everything around, keep track of your life totals. And he made sure to put triple digits, so if you go over 100, you could still track that as well. Now, if you're playing the Summoning Stitcher combo where you gain infinite life, unfortunately, this only goes to, I think, 999. I'm curious to see what happens if I were to go above. I know this will take a few seconds. So as I'm talking through, so I'm very excited to finally be able to play with these. And I think people are going to really enjoy playing with these at FuseFest, just because of the fact that it's just so nifty and it makes things so easy. Because I know a lot of times I've played games where people drop their dice and you don't remember what was what. And if you want to mobility your creatures, you then have to kind of fumble around and make sure your dice don't fall over. So this is just a really, really elegant solution to be able to do all of this. So I kind of regret my decision to try to get all the way to 999, just because this is taking a while, but we've committed, so we're going to get there. So as we're doing this, let me see with my other hand if I can get more out of this box, because that's not everything that I got. All right. So the next thing here, oh, we're getting close. I'm actually really curious what happens. All right, here we go. And 999 is the max. I assumed that was going to be it, but it would be cool if it had like a little celebration kind of thing where it like showed 3 infinites or something. All right, so I'm going to turn these off and I'm going to get them off my desk because I've got some play mats to show off, and I got to make sure I have enough room for them. I'm just going to slide this just back. So with the package I got, in addition to the 2 Nexus trackers, I also got 2 play mats, which these are very professionally packaged, and you can see that they're the stitched edge play mats as well. So let me get one of these play mats open. I'm going to leave the other one sealed just to keep it protected. All right, wow, this is like a thick material too, very heavy duty, very high quality playmat. So here is this Nexus playmat that Ankh got commissioned. I think it was 5 different artists for the different minions. Or sorry, I think it was 4 different artists who did the front and the back of each minion. I don't know if the Forge was a separate artist as well, but I know that's something I think that's listed on their Kickstarter. But this is a beautiful playmat. So the first thing is you have 5 Exalt lanes, and it spells Nexus. You've got your deck space, you've got your upgrade space, you've got your discard, your banish, your forge space. So this is just really nice, heavy duty. And if you see here, it's a stitched edge playmat, and it's very sturdy and very thick. So it's really high quality, and I'm very excited about this. So I got 2 copies of this playmat. Now I've got to find, because everything is packaged very well. I think this is my minion. Try not to knock everything over as I check the box for any other goodies. Alright. So the last thing I have in here are the Kickstarter exclusive minions that he has made. Very well packaged once again. Ooh, and it looks like they have that foil edge just like the minions at Worlds. So I'm very excited about this. Alright, so let's move this over here. So if we see, I have a little package with some forges. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of minions. So let's open these up and see what we got. So we'll start with one of these minion sets. All right, so we got 4 cards in here. So first, we've got a spell sprite, and this is really nice font, really high quality cards. So we got a spell sprite that's a 1/4. When you play a spell, give this +2 attack. And then if I flip this over, we've got a spell swarm, 3/9. When you play a spell, give this +3 attack. Now, one thing I noticed as I was opening the package, it might be hard to see here, but you see there's a red foil border on this card. So as you're playing it and you see it from the side, you'll be able to see that cool red foil border. And the first time I've actually ever seen this was on the minions from Worlds. So that's really exciting. And then before I look at the others, if I hold this sideways, all 3 or all 4, you could see all different colors on the sides. So that's really cool, really nifty. So we got our spell sprite that we looked at. I'm going to put it on the art of the spell sprite right here, which is fun. Then we've got our wisp. And on the other side, we've got our oak father. Then we've got our gizmo. The other side, we have a mega gizmo. And finally, we've got our mindless zombie with our zombie brute. And again, if you see on the side, it might be hard to see in the camera. We got that purple border, and it's really slick. I'm so excited to use these minions. So we've got 5 packages of these minions. The other ones I'm going to keep sealed, but actually from the side here, this might be the perfect way to really see that foil edge. And then here, let me open this. We've got 2 forges because I got the special pack, and this one has a silver border. That's really cool. It might be hard to see again on the camera, but we got the forge, which is the same art as the playmat. So I could show one on each side. This art is all really, really well done, and the cards are all beautiful. The playmats are beautiful, and the Nexus trackers are just so much high quality. They're so high quality. Like, I played with the ones at Gen Con, and I know those were the prototypes. And this product, the final product, really just exceeded my expectations. Even like it was so much better than even that prototype. So Ankh did an amazing job with this. I'm so excited to play some more in-person events to really be able to take advantage of using these. I know I personally made sure to get 2 because I want to be able to sit down at a playmat and make like a top table for events that I run in person. That way, the top 2 people can use the Nexus trackers and play against each other, and it really gives that like premium top table feel. So once again, out of my Kickstarter package, I got 5 sets of minions. I got 2 forges. I got 2 playmats, which again, I'm so excited about these playmats. And then I got 2 Nexus trackers. So I don't know how I managed to last this long and not open these because I was so excited about this, and I am so excited about this. But I kind of made sure I wanted to clean my desk and do some justice and really be able to shoot a video showing the contents of this. So AnqueGaming, like, incredible job with this Kickstarter. Congratulations on shipping all of this out, and I'm so excited to continually use these at my events moving forward. And one last thing I do want to mention is that the boxes, so it came with 2 boxes that I showed you. So the foam insert of one of those boxes can go into the other one. So you can put everything into one carrying case and just carry around all your Nexus trackers nice and easy. So it's going to be a little hard to show on the camera here, but it's something that if anyone's interested, post in the comments, and I'm happy to take a picture of how the box looks with everything packed inside. And the other box, I guess, technically could be used for playmats and things like that. So this is really exciting. I'm so happy that the community is able to finally get their hands on these and really start to play with them. I have a feeling quite a few people are going to be bringing these to Fuse Fest, so I'm excited to kind of get the opportunity to play with them and see people's reactions. And I'm excited to see like Ankh really get to see people using his product, because he got to see that at Gen Con, but I think there's going to be a lot of people with their trackers at Fuse Fest, and it's going to be really exciting. So, congratulations, Ankh. Thanks for putting out such an amazing product. And yeah, I'm so excited to use it. And if I could figure out a way, so I don't think for Fuse Fest I'll be able to do this, but I might try to find a way where I can set up a little bit of a recording area to be able to stream some matches in person for maybe Gen Con. Unless Shuffle Bus really decides to do it again, because I know they haven't really been doing SolForge recently. But if they do Fuse Fest, or not Fuse Fest, Gen Con, I would love to see their commentary again, because I really miss it. It was so good, the commentary they put together and the content they put together. So thank you guys for tuning in. I really hope that you enjoyed seeing the Nexus Tracker. Anyone who's interested, reach out to AnqueGaming on Discord. And I know he is selling additional trackers and things like that. So anyone who really wants a Nexus Tracker, I'll work on putting a link in the description to this video as well. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.